Hi guys, my name is Sean. I'm a houseplant enthusiast from Jakarta, Indonesia. So a friend of mine, Nyonya Destira, she's smiling from over there, she's invited me over to do some contents regarding exporting, and also she's got a really interesting contest for plant photography. And we wanted to look at this area here, this nursery. It's called Titik Hijau or Green Point. They have a lot of rare plants, and primarily they do export. I know that a lot of you guys are asking me about exporting plants, so we'll come back another day for specifically to specifically address exporting. But today we'll just have a very casual tour to see what they have. It's gonna be a feast for your eyes. So yeah, let's get started. So hi guys. Hi, this is Nyonya Destira. This is Audrey.
Audrey, anak muda Amerika.
Anak muda Amerika. Both their Instagram accounts are gonna be somewhere on the screen. If you don't live in Indonesia, maybe you're not familiar with them, but they're pretty big here. Everybody knows who they are. So Nyonya Destira, Tia, her real name, has a YouTube channel as well. So feel free to check it out. I'm gonna also link it over here. But yeah, we've done a bit of filming. Actually, we had a lot of laughs and a lot of good fun. But I think it is time for us to show you the collection, because they have some really interesting rare plants that we haven't seen. A lot of variegated plants and a lot of propagations. And so I know that you guys are really interested to see how plants are made. So
let's go.
Yeah, let's get started.
Hello, Mas Riko.
Hello. Sehat, Mbak.
Alhamdulillah.
Hello, how are you?
Hi,
Thank you for having us.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Riko.
Yeah, Mr. Rico is
Hi,
sorry.
my name is Rico, the owner of Titik Hijau.
And thank you for having us. So we're gonna just look around. Is there anything that you want to call out to us?
The plant collection.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, we are focusing to the collector item here in Titik Hijau actually. And then 90% more, I think, our business purpose only for the export. Yeah, only for the export, and then local customers like 10 to 5%, I think. That's our main business here in Titik Hijau. For the regular plants, we do export as well, but for the wholesale. But like collector items, we sell like 1 pieces, 2 pieces, something like that. But price, it's quite high than the regular plants. So I think if you guys want to go to export to have good returns for the plant styling, I think you have to play both regular plants and then the collector item as your backup for the collector items, which is, we know the regular plants, we don't know the trend. Sometimes it's very relative, right? Yeah, that's my suggestions. I think if you want to be an exporter, yeah, you can see our collection here.
Can you show us some examples of rare and you said collect?
Rare, yeah. There is 2 kinds of rare plants. First, with the global demands, we call it. This is collector item as well, like Monstera mint, and then white monsters and whatever is that. But here, I think in Indonesia, we need to have our own collections, our own demand. We need to set the trends for the global. So far, we just compete with the Thailand, right, as a plant seller in the globally. But we don't have our strengthness. That's why here in Indonesia, for some exporter, including me, we set our trend. Especially for the local pride. Like you see here, this is the skin diffuse moonlight variegated, right? This is the white variegated. This is the yellow variegated. You cannot find anywhere unless in Indonesia. That's why we need to expose this plant for the globally. Some influencers, some plant collectors, some exporters need to boost this plant.
Specifically Borneo, yeah?
Borneo, Sumatra, Java, there are many. Like Papua as well. There are many very interesting plants. But with the strengthness, I think we can compete, we can fight with the global market.
Nice.
Right? As we can sell as a one leaf and then two leaves, depending on the customer's demand. So you know, these leaves per leaves you can sell about 1,000 USD, I think.
For what?
It's quite
For one leaf.
yeah, one leaf only.
Okay.
One leaf only. You know, I just sold this. This is to be black variegated half moon. Yeah, we just sold last week about 1,500 USD a leaf.
Wow.
A leaf, right? So you can't find anywhere unless in Indonesia.
Yeah.
And also, I think here in Titik Hijau also. I don't know. It's hard to maintain to get the half moon variegated with the stable variegated, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is exactly half moon.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yes.
And this is naturally occurring variegation.
Yes. Yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
This is also very slow
Yeah.
growing. Yeah,
Yes. Very very slow. Also, we name it as Scindapsus Ruby Moonlight, but some people call it as superstars. I think superstars very very slow grow. I just have it about January or February 2021, and then after 6 months we propagate one leaf. When I have it, I need
now?
about 2 months, 2 months or 3 months.
Because the new leaf is really white.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then,
Yeah, yeah,
And then they turn
after-
green, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
So actually, they doesn't have a lot of chlorophyll
Yeah.
to grow up. Yeah. So that's why it's really
Slow growth.
slow
Yes.
growth.
But it's tough enough.
Yeah.
So what market are actually have a high demand on the Scindapsus on until today?
Until today, I think we are going to expand not only Thailand, but we just sold to the Philippines, and then this plant that I told you before, one leaf sold as a 1.5K. I sent it to US, I think.
Oh yeah.
And then some of my customers also from Europe, they expect to get it.
And the variegation looks stable, yeah? Is it?
Yeah, that's the point, because in Indonesia there are many sorts. We got from Borneo, we got from the Sulawesi, from the Papua, but the quality no one can know. So once the plants come here, we need to check about the quality. Once the variegated is good, and then when we notice this will be stable, so we grow it. But the rejected plants we sell directly. So we just collect for the stable plant only.
This is kind of more stable rather than Adansonia, right?
Yeah, Indonesia is highly.
I don't think
Yeah.
so, because you know you can see there.
So this is some of the nicest variegated Adansonia. It's got very uniform variegation
Yeah,
all over.
yeah.
What is your secret?
I don't have any secret. I think this is my old plants. I just have about 2 pieces mother plants before, since the beginnings, and then many times for propagations.
They just have a good genes.
Genetics, yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Do you
But-
think it's other factors in there? No.
I don't think so. But from the same mother plants, you can see this. This is the sectoral, I think. So the left side on right side only, right?
Yeah.
Right side only, but comes from the same mother plants actually.
Okay. So this one doesn't have as much
Yeah,
variegation
yeah,
as these ones.
Yeah.
From my experience, if we put it in the hot area, they will turn green. Even the variegated leaf, they will force themselves to produce chlorophyll.
Actually, mine has mostly reverted to green. I don't
Yeah.
know if that's the reason.
That's the reason. And then it will turn like mint type.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Actually, that's the
It doesn't turn white like this.
yes. It more like this.
Oh.
So they push themselves to produce chlorophyll. I think it's because the climate. What I do is I send them to my friend in Malang.
Okay.
The area is pretty
Cooler.
cold, like that.
And then they do well. Yeah.
Actually, you have to cut them first. If the stem is still half white,
Yeah.
it will turn white again.
Yeah.
But if you do nothing and then the green will take over.
Yeah.
I noticed that you have the mutation of Adansonii, narrow leaf. With
Yeah. That's one.
So right there, we believe it's just the same species of Adansonii, but they turn like mutation of the leaf.
Yeah.
It's very narrow with big hole.
But this is variegated or not?
No,
actually? I see
I
some.
think it's not ya.
This is not
Ini
variegation.
variegata nggak mas?
I don't think so.
Oh, there's a silver stripe down there.
Yeah.
Fluorosis ini. It's very unique.
Yeah, it looks
It looks like
This way.
obliqua, right?
a little bit. Maybe they had a good night together.
Yeah.
What the name of the
So
plant?
far we just call it as Adansonii nero.
Is this more expensive than the regular?
So far I never sell it, but we have some friends that have sold in Korea or Japan. I think with this size they can sold about 5,000 USD
Oh my god.
as a collector. But we don't know, right?
Yeah.
To get another sellers, but in my opinion, we just need to grow it more and then get the stable.
Mount?
Species.
Yeah, the stable forms,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Before you
Yeah,
let them go.
to get the new species. Yeah, that's my
So
concept. I
far,
think.
after propagation, all the turn narrow.
That's quite stable. Quite stable.
Okay.
As this is the my opinion, when you grow in the sphagnum moss with the good nutritions, I think they will grow wider, right? Wider. But so far there is no issue, I think, about that.
So even you are cutting and you propagate
Yeah.
from one leaf, so they turn into
Yes.
a stable
Yes, these
form.
all the small pots
Are
come from one leaf.
Okay.
Come from one leaf.
Wow.
Nice.
Do you still have the leaf? It's gone.
Yeah, this is
Oh, this is the
old leaf.
the first leaf.
The
This
first
is the old
leaf.
leaves when we propagate from the
One leaf.
only.
Yeah. So immortalized on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know, just grow it more. Then we don't know the trends. Whatever we have, just grow it more.
Yeah. And you have a lot of different variegated monsteras. Can we quickly look at them? This is the Aurea.
Yes. This is the Aurea.
Yeah.
The Aurea. I have a program for the 2022. I think some of my customers overseas, they expect me to provide about 100 leaves per month
Based on contract.
based on contract.
Variegated mean Monstera. There is some types.
It's very different from the
Yeah.
white, yeah.
Actually, we name it differently. Like this one, we call it white mint.
White man.
White
Some
mint.
some people call it ghost mint. And then this is just the regular mint.
So it's made because it's light green.
Yeah.
And this is a little bit more white. Is that why it's...
Yeah.
Are they from the same plant? Or are they?
I think it's not.
Yeah, actually, no. From that one, both of that from different mother plants. But as we know that white mint comes from the mints, the mutation of mints, right?
Correct.
When they turns to be full albo, and then by the time they will get the chlorophyll. You know that. Let's see this one. Yeah, it's turned to be white mint before.
From
Before
the
they
regular
got
mint.
the regular mint, and then I think it's probably will be white mints
Yeah.
later, letters, because by the time they get the chlorophylls, and then it make it strength.
Actually, the first one, this is from regular mint, and then they have the new plant with albino leaf, and then you see, this is full albino. That's why they burn out. And then by the time they adapt to have green, they force themselves to produce green, and then make it turn like this.
So this is almost white, but then does it turn this color later or no?
No.
It's
It
always
will turn like this
White.
actually.
Okay. So this is all the white mint.
Yeah,
No.
No?
All of this is the mint.
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 All of this is the mint. Even though that they have different patterns. These plants I got these plants from the one leaves cutting from this. This is one mother plants. I just have it about 2019, one mother plants, and then I chop it in 2020. November's, I think. We chop it about 5 leaves cuttings, and then every single leaf has different patterns. Like this one becoming like half moons, and then this one also becoming the regular means. The other ones, this one half moon as well. Yeah, this is the marble ones. Yeah, the pattern is very relative.
From one mother plant.
From one mother plant.
Like many pattern.
Wow, very nice. Very different from our regular elbow.
Yes.
Already highest price right now.
So far, I think, but I don't know. Some other collector, they have different delicious means. Some people call it white
tear.
White tears. I don't know the price. Current price there.
It's not created yet, I think.
Yeah, no one can predict the price, but so far, for the common plant of the Monstera, I think this is the highest demand right now.
So how do you manage with local demand and then from overseas? Because in local, it's already high demand also, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, because I am the exporter, so I need to maintain my customers there in overseas, right? So even though, like I told you before, even though the local price is higher than overseas, I will sold there overseas. Like this one, every single leaf in one leaf cuttings sold all to the Singapore actually. So I didn't sell it here locally to maintain my business in the future.
Yeah.
Because we have what's that? We have a vision to be a plant exporter in the future, right? The biggest plant exporter in the future. So we need to maintain the engagement with the customers. Yeah, that's my vision, I think.
And you already have a whole export area back there where you process.
Yes.
And you have your import permit, your business license, and FIDO.
Yes.
So those cost a lot of investment. So I guess it makes sense that you are targeting.
Yeah. That's why. So we need to set up our goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
As company and then
Because
as a
the
person.
vision is clear.
Yeah, that's why. That's ours. That's my suggestion as well for the all exporter, for the all plant lover here in Indonesia. You have the same chance for us to be exporters and then to have all of this. I think more than this. I think the value of the export plants bigger than regular plant here in locally.
Yeah.
I think.
This is Monstera obliqua. Okay. Well, you can name it obliqua, obliga, but for me, this species is to really have a special for me, because I just really love how the pattern and how the leaves are growing. Because sometimes they can growing as a leaf. Sometimes they can growing as a runner, like this one. And then after they meet the potential condition, they will growing the leaf.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I don't know. Maybe some people in the overseas are really seeing that obliqua is really rare. Okay, but in Indonesia, we can meet the obliqua maybe in a lot of place and a lot of collector. Okay, and then there is another one that really have maybe is maybe too little to have in Indonesia. This one is called Dilacerata before, and right now they have a new name, Burle flame.
Oh, this is it.
Yeah.
It was on Kaylee Allen.
Yeah, but this one is the baby form.
Yeah.
Maybe not juvenile, but I think it's a baby form. It's really quite hard to propagate. Sometimes when we propagate and we separate the top of the leaf and the bottom of the leaf, they can both die. So I don't know how we can grow the potential like this. You know that this nursery there is no many light into this nursery, but suddenly the leaves is turned into yellowing. I don't know.
Burnt, yeah.
Yeah, but the medium I think is really quite porous. Yeah, that's why Burle Marx frame is really quite hard for some collector to maintain or to growing in their home.
Yeah, we call it cream Burle, right?
Cream Burle.
Yes.
we know that Thai constellation they have a lot of spark, splash and spark variegated form, but in the creme brulee we can see that they more have a wider yellow or creamy variegation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why they call it creamy brulee. Okay.
So it's a mutation found here, and
No. There, I think the mutations come from the laboratory. Actually, from the tissue
culture.
cultures, and then they separate it and they grow it. Actually, mostly.
and this grows slower than the regular Thai constellation.
Yes.
I'm guessing.
Yes.
Really,
Yes.
really,
Which is already a slow grower.
Yes.
really, really slow grow.
Ini tuh variegatnya ada nimpa-nimpa apa sih bahasa Inggrisnya?
Nimpa-nimpa means
Overlap.
overlapping variegation.
Yeah.
Very pretty. It's like almost like three colors.
Yes.
Three.
Yes.
Yeah, the regular Thai con doesn't have this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
There is that.
A little bit, not like this. Yeah, this is like the pigment, like a camouflage.
Yeah. Another one is the some people call it as a green on green variegated. I think.
This is Monstera deliciosa ya?
I think so because very slow grow.
Yeah.
Very slow grow, and then as you see that the patterns is quite what is that the forms
Round, yeah.
like white monster, something like that,
Nah,
right?
gini kan nih. Itu tebal.
The midrib, we call it midrib.
Mid-rib. Okay.
Midrib. So the variegation is very unique, I think, because the green itself is overlapping by the more light green.
Yeah.
But
Green on green.
so that's why we
Okay.
call it
Okay.
green on green. It's different with the aurea. Aurea maybe more lime green. This is light green. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Light green overlap on the dark green.
Yes.
Is this more expensive than the aurea?
Depending on the kind of aurea. If the aurea is the regular one, I think this is more expensive. But if we compare to the yellow marlin, I think this is lower. I think. Let me show you the other interesting. Just wait.
What do you prefer? Aurea or this?
In your humble opinion,
Neither.
why?
I never liked the aurea. I got it in a swap. That's why I just felt like I needed to have it. But I don't know. I felt like, for example, the Thai constellation is much nicer than the aurea. But that's just my personal
For
take.
me, I don't really like this type of Monstera, but since I want to have them all, so I just
Yeah. I do too, actually.
Yeah, I just want to show you that there's another interesting when we call that as Monstera green on green variegation. We have it
On the skin
the skin depths as well, green on green variegated, right? So back to the Indonesian pride, it's quite interesting because we know that Monstera green on green, then everything here come from overseas, right?
Yeah.
And then we import it, we grow it as a special plants. But otherwise, we have another special here also, right? To be promoted for the global market. Yeah, I think the same. We can call it green on green variegations.
depths.
The skin depths, right?
skin depth is green on green.
Exotic.
Exotica.
Yeah. The classical Anthurium is not really interesting right now for the global market, but some peoples there we can map it, like in the Europe they like for the Anthurium for the like what's that Clarinervium, something like that.
Yeah.
They love it, but
They left the velvety leaf.
yes.
Yeah.
But for the Thailand and then let's say for the ASEAN market, they don't really like that, but they like the variegation.
This is quite make us some notice, right?
Yes, this is the sweet love, right?
Sweet
This
love.
Sweet love. I just bought it
So
Here.
for all of you viewers in Indonesia, actually sweet love, the green form of sweet love is a really underrated plant. And then actually, to be honest, for me, I just knew that there is a variegation of sweet love itself. So yeah, this is actually quite interesting for the collector's item, right? Because I really, maybe I can really notice that this is quite rare for a collector. What do you think, Sean?
This is amazing. I'm staring at this because even this is variegated.
Yes,
Yeah.
the flower.
And they are flowering very readily, but it doesn't set seed often, yeah, this one.
They have it.
They do?
Have it. I just harvested yesterday, I think.
Nice.
We get 11 seeds.
Self-pollinate
Big growth.
or self-pollinating, or do you have to pollinate it?
No.
Self.
Self-pollinate.
Damn. A good plant to get then. Good investment.
Yeah, we hope that the seeds are actually
Variegated.
variegated, yeah. But sometimes they
I
can.
have this baby version. It's really a long time to grow.
Yeah.
Especially like you have a really nice variegation.
Yeah.
So to become this big, I think it will take some time.
I bought it last years, I think about 2000 USD
As a big plant.
as a
not
big plant because I expect becoming a mother plant only.
And now she is.
Yeah, locally. But I don't know. Currently, for the price here, I think it could be more than 5,000. I think.
Oh my god.
Yeah, globally.
For a small plant.
No. This
For this
big.
size.
This big
Okay.
for the overseas, I think.
It's quite interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we grow it from the green form of that seedling, some of them really can grow like a variegation
Yeah.
form, and most of them will grow it like a normal form. Okay, so that's the beauty of Anthurium.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm not really into with the Anthurium because the weather of my place in Sawangan, especially, is not really good for the Anthurium.
Yeah, they
It's
really
because
love
the
cool
cold
weather.
area,
And
right?
peppers,
Yeah,
you know?
cool.
They really love on cool weather.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
And altitude too, no? High.
Yeah.
Yeah,
High
that's why.
altitude. That's why the leaf itself is more thick rather than the philodendron species.
All right, so this is a massive variegated Biliatai
Yes.
mother plant, right?
Mother plant, actually.
Have you had it for a long time? Or?
No. I have it since 2019, I think, for the 5 leaves.
Okay.
5 leaves, yes, 5 leaf only. I bought it last 2019, it's about 800 USD.
Okay.
800 USD.
But you said 5 leaves. It was small before.
This is the first leaves that since I get it. So no leaves drop since the beginning.
Wow.
No leaves drops.
Never cut it.
Never cut it.
800 USD.
800 USD.
Right now,
now-
you don't even get the one leaf with the
Yeah.
with the same.
The highest bid for these plants, I think about 50,000 USD for the whole plant.
50,000 for the whole plant.
Oh my god.
About
150 million
700
rupiah.
juta, 50 350 juta lah.
juta rupiah.
Yeah. That's the highest bidding until now.
But you sold one mother plant, right? I noticed
Actually,
that.
Sean, actually you are looking
No, Previous
Toyota
month.
Fortuner.
Oh yeah.
Oh, different.
different plant.
We are looking Toyota Fortuner. Actually, we are looking.
I think
You want to pay
because
cash
the highest bidding is 50,000 locally here in Indonesia. I expect becoming 75,000
If
for the whole plants actually.
800.
from 800, and you
You can buy a small house.
Yeah, you can get one small house, but
Yeah.
but if we think more deep, I think it's not about the money. I think we are talking about the long-term business, right? When I cut it and then I sold it, no one has the biggest than it.
Yeah.
I think so. I need to maintain the trend. I need to maintain the mother plants. Maybe someday, who knows, when they have the flowers and then the GPI has the flowers, we can make it hybrids, right?
Wow.
We don't know. We don't know. That's why, yeah, I can get the money from other plants, I think, rather than to sell it. Yeah, as long as I don't have the urgent matters, I think I will not sell it.
And every leaf, look at everything is in good shape. This is a really well taken care of.
And if you notice, the stem is really getting bigger and more bigger. Yeah. Even though they are not tied into some things that they can. What do you call rambat?
When they attach in
It's
the
not attached. Yeah, it's not attached.
on something like totem or something else, right?
It's not epiphytic yet.
Yeah.
Because this aerial roots is not really latched on to this felt. Not yet.
Hemi.
But once it does, it will get even bigger leaves, supposedly.
Yes. You know, the trick when you propagate it, I just cut it half cut. So the
nutrition.
The nutrition and then the top leaves still keep growing with the same size, but the bottom leaves they grow the new baby with the good size also, right? And you see it, the good size as well. So that's the trick when you have the some philodendrons with the same conditions.
So
just
it's
cut it
cut here, right?
half tree.
But this is not fully cut off yet.
Yeah, that's cut fully already.
But before that,
once the baby appears from the bottom, so you need to cut totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
make
the
sure
nutrition-
the baby unfurling properly, and then you can cut it. This is the Angela. Itu Sonora. Some people call it as African fantasy, right?
So what's the difference between Sonora and African fantasy?
You will notice it when it's becoming mature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When it is small, it is hard to recognize.
Okay. Sometimes I have an African fantasy, the green form, but when they grew the new leaf, they look like Sonora. But I know that the idea is really African fantasy. It's really, for me, it's really hard to tell the difference between Sonora and the African fantasy.
Sorry. I think it's the same plant. If I'm not mistaken, here in Indonesia we call it Sonora, but there in Thailand and then others country they call it African fantasy. When you see the major plants, this is from the what is that? From the one leaf cuttings, and then they grow it with the small baby, and then just small leaves. But it comes from the mature leaves. I sold it to the Thailand already.
Whoa.
But when you compare with the what is that? With the Angela, it's very different. And then Thailand people call that as African fantasy. They both with the different price because African fantasy is supposed to be higher than Angela, as I know. That's the William C.I.
William C.I. variegated, or is
Yes.
beautiful variegation. But this is the Java Beauty, so they're different.
This is the Java Beauty.
Yeah. William C.I. in my hand, and Java Beauty in the other. A little bit similar, but
I think different.
this one's a little more cupped.
Yeah.
And more.
It's wider.
Yeah.
Si Mojito 100 pieces tuh kan. Berapaan nih Kang? 175. Buset bisa uangnya paling 30.000 gue bilangnya. Tapi gue
Tapi udah poros ya transparan.
Crazy.
yang gue beli marble.
Iya marble, tapi ya mendingan megang marble kan.
Iya. Ini potensial durhakanya
Gede ya, sini.
ini aja.
Gue ngambil dua akhirnya mas.
Iya.
Satu gue ngambil yang flat, satu ngambil yang marble.
Oh, oke. Aman sih marble sih.
Iya, lihat yang mana.
This is big colors, I think. Yeah, it's quite popular. Last years, I think. You know, one leaf you can get like 10 million IDR here in Indonesia, but right now some people sell it like 2 million, 3 million, something like that. I have about 50 mother plants.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a target to become 100 pieces, I think. You can imagine for 100 pieces by colors, and then I sold it 5 millions for the wholesale
Wholesale.
times 100 pieces.
This
How much?
500,000.
35,000 USD.
Yeah.
Right. So you need to grow it more
Yeah.
when the plants comes drop. You need to balance it with the quantity, right?
Yeah.
So I don't care if people sell it 2 million, 3 million. I don't care it. I keep and grow it.
Okay.
Right, because we expect for the quality of the plants for like 3 leaves and then 4 leaves for the wholesale 5 millions. My customers there in overseas, they can sell 1,000 USD.
Okay.
I think it's quite fair for international market. So yeah, that's our strategy. So people don't be what's that? Yeah, don't be scared about the current situations. Just grow what you have.
Okay.
It's becoming money when you have many quantity. Yeah, that's the strategy, I think.
Yeah.
I have a friends in Singapore, and they asked me, "Do you have a bicolor?" Yes, I have. Wow, how many do you? How much do you have? I have about 10 pots. I told him, and wow, you are a rich man.
Yeah, that's why. So you need to set your strategy.
Yeah.
Whatever you have for the plants, like even though bicolors, UPI, and then Lalania, the price go down. You need to produce more.
Yeah.
As a sellers and then becoming exporter, I think no worry about it.
Bahasa Indonesia, apa-apa. Shan, kamu tuh.
And this is actually my wish list plant. This is the Variegata. My first time seeing it, actually. Very nice. But this is also not easy, because there are spider mites prone. But this is very clean here.
Do you know that Alocasia is really spider mites magnet?
They are. They go hand in hand.
But most of people are make that name for the Alocasia itself. You have spider mites magnet. Yeah, Alocasia is really spider mites magnet.
Every species of zombie I like. The raven, the zenzi, I really like as well.
Because it's really easy to propagate. Yeah, you can propagate from the leaf, right?
Yeah, and their growth pattern,
Yeah.
they just go big or go home. They put out a whole shoot all at once. Alright, so there's actually a lot to take in this place. So many cool plants. But I'll be back here another time to show you how to do exports and do a little bit of Q&A. And yeah, I guess thank you so much for watching this video, and thanks to my friends for bringing me here today. I'm a botanist on Instagram. If you want to DM me with any questions regarding care propagation, I'll try my best to get back to you. Well, you take care and stay safe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.